Now in today's class, we are going to complete this answer key 2018 April month. Okay. And you can see here, this is the question number third. Define the following third system software. Okay. And hyperlink and scroll bar, as you know that we need, you need to do 2 questions out of 3. Right. So basically, first of all, what is system software? So as I have told you, this is the very important part of under the topic software. This is very first type of the software. So whatever the internal softwares are going on under executing or running internally automatically inside the computer system, they are under the category of system software. So as system software runs at primary level in your computer and mobile, it is called low level software. It provides a platform for application software to run on top and interact with users. Example of system software are compiler, operating system, debugger. So what is this inside it? You can see here hyperlink. Hyperlink is basically what? In computing, a hyperlink or simple a link is a reference to the data that the user can follow by clicking and tapping, right? In hyperlink point to a whole document and to a specific within a document. Hypertext with practical with hyperlink. The text that is linked from is called anchor text. If I will telling to you, if I am going to open some website link, right? Like yahoo.com. Okay, if I will be opening this one, so why how you can see that there are these different links. This blue text is basically not a normal text, it's a hyperlink. When I will put the mouse pointer over it, you can see the shape of the mouse pointer has been changed. Now it is converted into the hand symbol. Okay, and when I will put it, so there is an underline below the text. Okay, so these kind of indication is that this is a normal text. This is not a normal text. This is a hypertext which create the which contains hyperlinks. Okay, now the next topic is what? Scroll bar. Scroll bar is nothing, it's a vertical bar on the right side. As you can see here, this is the concept scroll bar. It is represented in every window to scrolling up and down and left and right to your document. So a vertical bar on the right hand side, you can see here, this is the vertical bar on the right hand side of a window, or a horizontal bar at the bottom of a window that is used to move the window content up or down or left and right. Okay, now here you can see that. Write the short notes on the following. High level language. Okay, high level language, taskbar, email, normal view in the PowerPoint, and cell range. So high level languages is what? A high level language is any programming language that enables development of a program in much more user friendly programming context and is generally independent of the computer's hardware architecture. Okay, this is what? This is high level language. Okay, the language which is in the interaction of the user. Okay, and we can develop so many types of software. Now the next term is taskbar. A taskbar is an element of a graphical user interface which has various purposes. It typically shows which program are currently running. The specific design and layout of the taskbar varies between individual operating systems, but generally assumes the form of a strip located along one edge of the screen. Okay, now the next one is what? Email. Electronic mail is a method of exchanging messages between people using electronic devices. Email was thus conceived as the electronic version of, or the counterpart to, mail at a time when mail meant only the physical mail. Okay, that is email. Now normal view in the PowerPoint. Normal view in the PowerPoint is what? This is the one of the view. When you will open your PowerPoint software, that is the by default view. Normal view is editing mode when you will work most frequently to create your slide. Below normal view slide thumbnail on the left side. As I have already told you so many times that in the normal view, basically screen is divided into 3 sections. Left hand side, there is a slide pane where the small images are showing of the slides, and right hand side in the upper part, okay, there is a current slide which is open, and the lower side there is a click to add notes area, so you can add the additional notes in that. So below normal area, display slide thumbnail nail on the left, a large window showing the current slide, and a section below the current slide where you can type your speaker note for that slide. Okay, cell range. In a spreadsheet, a cell range is defined by the reference of the upper left minimum value of the range and the reference of lower right cell maximum value of the range. Eventually, separate cells can be added to this selection. Then the range is called irregular cell range. Okay. Now here you can see that. Differentiate between the following: sum function and sum if function, outline view, slide sorter view. These are the two views under your PowerPoint. Print preview and print dialog box in the MS Word, and FTP and SMTP. These are the protocol, two main important protocol in the internet. Now we have to look after with the sum function. Actually, when you have to sum up the multiple values, like for example, if you want to calculate the total marks of 5 subjects, right, of a student. So with the help of some function, you can do it. You can select all the numbers, including the total cells, and you will click on the sum function command inside the home tab under editing group. So you can do it. The sum function totals one or more number in a range of cells. Sum if function, basically it is the function which is calculate the addition of the elements which fulfill the particular criteria. So sum if function, the sum if function is a worksheet function that adds all number in a range of cells based on one criteria. For example, is equal to 2000. The sum if function is a built-in function in Excel. Okay, built-in function in Excel that is categorized as a math trigonometry function. Okay, that is math and trigonometry function. Now next is what? Outline and slide sorter. Outline is basically what? Display an outline of the presentation's contents at the left. It makes it easy to focus on your text without graphics. Slide sorter is what? Gives you at a glance view of all your slides, which is convenient for rearranging them and click and drag the slides to reorder them. Okay. Now print preview. Print preview is the command which allows the preview of the document before being printed on the paper. The print command is used when we are sure of what to print and we don't want to make any other modification in the page layout. Okay. FTP is used for downloading files, while SMTP is used for send emails. SMTP allows mails transferred. Actually, FTP is basically file transfer protocol, which is used to transfer the file in an efficient manner. SMTP is used under mailing service. The full form of SMTP is simple mail transfer protocol. Okay, so SMTP is used for sending email. SMTP allows mails to be transferred between senders and receiver on the same or different computers. FTP, on the other hand, divide the client and server into data and control. Okay, now here you can see that input device. Next term is what? Let's see what is the party. Input device and output device. So we have to differentiate what input device actually doing and what output device actually doing. An input device is connected to a computer that sends out data into the computer, while an output device is connected to a computer that receives incoming data. The data that is sent by input device to the computer for processing is reproduced or displayed by the output device. Answer the following. These are basically situational based questions, right? You can see here. Okay. So your class teacher makes timetable in MS Word, right? Using your class teacher makes timetable in MS Word using table. He is unable to perform the following task. Help him to do so by understanding the various text formatting tools, right? That is your bold text, text color, margin set, font face. Basically, you need to write the steps. How will you apply these formatting over to your text? Okay, over to your table when you will design the table. So first of all, I already told you whatever the formatting you are going to apply under the any part of the area of the document. Now, first you have to highlight it. So highlight the text, then select bold command from font group under home tab and press Ctrl V command right from the keyboard. Text color, how will you? First of all, you have to highlight the text, means select the text, then select font color command from the font group under home tab. Okay. Margin set is what? Step 1, select the text. Step 2, click layout tab, then select margin command from page setup group. Okay. Font phase is what? Again, highlight the text. First of all, you will have to select the text. Otherwise, formatting is not going to be performed on that. So highlight the text, then select font face style command from font group under home tab. Okay. Now here you can see that based on the following data, find the values of the expression, right? So look at here, this is the proper table of student analysis, like we have already done this kind of practical, right, in our explanation classes. So we need to find out few functions, right? Calculation. So as you can see here, the column A is a roll number, right? There is in top row, in row number 1, there are the heading of the columns, like roll number, names, name of the subjects, Hindi, English, mathematics, economics, history. There is a total column, there is a percentage column, right? So B, C, D, E, F, and G. Till G column, there are the subject name and the student name, and in H column, there is a total. And 5 in student information is stored till roll number 6. Now let's see what he telling to you, right? You can see here in cell H2 function, right? In cell H2, which one is cell H2? This one. Okay, this cell equals to sum C2 colon G2 and copy the function in cell H3 to S6. Okay, that means C2 to G2, C2 to G2. Okay, so that column. So equal to sum, right? C2 colon G2. Okay, C2 to G2 that we have. And after typing this, right, you will place this one, your pointer here, right, plus, and stretch it into the downward position. Okay, so all the right information is copied here. So in cell H2 function, X equal to sum G2 colon C2 colon G2 and copy the function in cell H3 to H6. Okay, now here you can see that in cell I2, that means this cell, in cell I2, that means in this cell now, you need to calculate what? You need to calculate the percentage. Now you can see here total is here in cell H2, right? So this formula basically you need to apply, okay? Because these are the marks which are out of 50. They are the marks out of 50. That's why total is what? Maximum total is 250. And we need to divide this total by 250 and multiply with 100. That formula we will apply in this. We will calculate and will copy this formula by the autofill option. Okay, till cell I6. Okay, now you can see here this formula we will be applying, right? And select the cell H2, put the mouse pointer at the lower right corner and drag the downward direction. Okay, and you can see here H2, that means 80%. 80% is calculated under H2, and select the cell I2, then put the mouse pointer at the lower right corner and drag the downward direction. So that particular formula is being copied into other cells. Now in cell H7, right, as equals to max H2 colon H6 is what? You can calculate this thing, right? Equals to max, right, H2 colon H6. Right. So H2 colon H6 here doing what? That is 1950. Okay, that is 1950. You can calculate this thing. How? You can see here from H2 to S6. You have to calculate the maximum thing. So what you will do? Give a function equals to max in H2 colon H6 that I have done here. The result is 1950. Now equals to mean I2. So it will be calculating the minimum percentage marks, that is 78. So this formula we will be applying and this answer we will be getting. So this is all about your 2018 April month paper. Let's see what is next. Now you can see here we are having what? We are having the paper of 2019. 2019 in both of the month paper were handled, and in 2020, right, 21 April and October month paper is also right were taking there, and in 2022 there were the paper of right April month. Now let's see, in 2020 there were no paper because due to COVID pandemic now exams were not held. So I first of all I will show you the answer keys. Actually 2019 onward now you will be you were having the questions paper now set wise. So every paper having 3 sets like set A, set B and set C. So there are the few questions which is changed. Otherwise 80% questions are similar, but the numbering of the questions are shuffled. Okay, so that is the procedure normally in the examinations at the senior secondary level are going to be happen. Okay, secondary level or senior secondary level. So you can see here I am going to open the answer key of 2019. Right, give me a second, let me open. Now you can see here this is the part A, right? Sorry, set A from 2019 April month. So as you can see that pattern of the paper is quite similar, right? There are, I think so, 6 questions. First question, as like always, is about to be FIB, right? 10 parts are here. Second question is regarding true and false. Again, 10 parts are there. Third question is regarding you have to give the definition about the following terms. And fourth part is like utility, short notes, and answer the following. You can see here, differentiate between the following, right? Seventh is also has been done here. Now you can see here, right? Now here you can see in this now, right? So again, you can see here, this is the second B part, which is quite looking similar. Let's see how many questions are unrepeated. Actually, in your answer key now, I have given the solution of all the question from set A, but I have given the solution of only those questions which are common, which are not common from set A and set set C. I will do same thing. Okay, let's start the answer key. Okay, without wasting so much time. So this is the answer key of 2019 April month. Okay, so today we will try to finish it off, at least set A. Now here you can see that this is the paper of 2019 April month. So we will use right twice paper. So parallelly we need to see the answers as well. Now you can see here these are the answer. So I will increase the little bit size more. Now the question number 1, dash translate the high level language to machine language. Simple, compiler. Okay, in the high level languages now we will use compiler as a software and it will translate, right? Now the expanded form of GUI is graphical user interface. This expanded form of right GUI is graphical user interface. Now here you can see that the command to insert a page break is present on layout tab. Okay, present on layout tab, right? The dash option in the recycle bin is used to retrieve or delete file, right? That is restore. Okay. Now the dash feature of the MS Word ensures authenticity of document password. Okay. The speed of dot matrix printer is measured in DPI. Okay. Measured in DPI. Now G part. By using the dash tab in the format cell dialog box, you can change the orientation of the text, alignment. Okay. Now here you can see that there are dash different slide layouts to choose from in MS Word PowerPoint 2007, right? So there are how many total layouts are there? Total 9 layouts they are that I have mentioned here. Look at the part I. Dash type of internet connection provide high bandwidth of 128 kbps, good speed internet connection, ISDN. Okay, in ISDN, basically there is a almost double bandwidth speed in the connection. Okay, internet connection. It is bifurcated in two lines. One line is used for calling and one line is used for data use. That means for running the internet. Now, next is the dash function is used to add the cells with respect to the given criteria, sum if function that I have mentioned in the answer. Now you can see here, we have to do true false. So we'll use single page, right? Now you can see here, this is your question number 2. State true false. Now look at the part 8. You can change the, you cannot change the width of a column in Excel worksheet. We can change it by the 4 ways. We can change the width of the column by the 4 ways. So this statement is false. Okay. Basic is a machine dependent language. No, it's a machine independent language. It's a high level language. So a statement is false. A taskbar disappear when you will open a document in a word processor. No, not at all. It always be showing. You can see here, I'm opening the Microsoft Edge web browser software, and still the taskbar is showing on the bottom side of the screen. So this statement is false. You can print multiple pages of a document on a single page. Yes, we can print multiple pages on a single page. Student management system is an example of customized application software. Yes, it is true. You cannot edit the data source once it is created. Yes, false. In Excel, all styles are cell styles. Yes, this is false. Okay. You cannot hide a slide in a presentation. Yes, that is false. You can even share software on internet. Yes, that is true. Okay. Now part J. You cannot view the size of the file in Windows Explorer. Yes, that is false. Define the following terms. Okay. Part A is what? Now there is no choice, and this time in this paper there are only 2 parts and you need to do all. Okay, so first term is web server. You have to define it. So a web server is a software and hardware that uses what? HTTP. Because what is the job role of server? Always it will share the data, and when it will share the data, it has to perform or it has to follow certain rules, and that rules always be maintained under HTTP. Hypertext transfer protocol and other protocol to respond the client request made over the World Wide Web. The main job of a web server is to display website content through storing, processing, and delivering web pages to the user. Now the next question is what? Title case. Title case is what? Title case or headlines. Case is a style of capitalization used for rendering the title of published work or works of the art in English. While using title case, all words are capitalized except for minor words that are not the first and last word of title. Okay. When you will open your PowerPoint software, always it will be open in what? Always it will be open in the title case. Okay. Now you can see here. Now look at the question number 4. Write short notes on the following. Utility software, mark as final feature on the MS Word 2007. Trees, pens. Okay, mark as final feature. So these terms we need to formulate. Like short notes is what? Utility softwares. The utility software is the system software that helps to maintain the proper and smooth functioning of a computer system. It assists the operating system to manage, organize, maintain, and optimize the functioning of the computer system. Some examples are antivirus software, file management tools, compression tools, disk management tools, etc. Okay. Mark as final features of MS Word 2007. To mark your document as final, click the Microsoft Office button in the upper left corner. Choose prepare on the left menu and click mark as final. You will get two annoying pop-up windows explaining that your document will be saved, and the second will ask if you want to stop the message from happening again. Okay. So free spans feature of MS Excel 2007 is what? To keep an area of a worksheet visible while you scroll of another area of worksheet. Go to the View tab where you can freeze spans to lock specific rows and columns in place. You can split pans to create separate windows of the same worksheet. Okay. Now here you can see that answer the following question. In this question, there are two parts. You need to explain it. So in the first part, now what it will be telling to you, there is a URL, there is a website address is written over here. So you have to recognize in this complete URL, now, you just have to recognize the domain name. Actually, domain name is this. This is your directory, so, right? And this is your this is your page, which is stored public.html. This is your directory courses, which is stored inside this, and this is your HTTPS protocol. Okay, so swayam.gov.in is the what protocol. Now Ritika wants to create a document using mail merge feature of MS Word. She has created the main document, but she do not know how to create a document sources. Write the steps to create a data source using Word table for Ritika. Creating a data source using Word table, in fact, the mail merge wizards guides you to step by step through setting up a Word table that contains your names, addresses, and other data. Instead of taking advantages of mail merge wizard, you can also create a data source by entering field names and data directly in a Word table. Follow these steps are what? Insert a table by selecting tab insert table command on the main tab bar and create a table as given below. Okay. Now type the data field name on the top row of the table. Start typing the data records from the second row. Okay. When you finish entering all the data records, save the table as a Word document. Your data source document is ready. Okay, so these are the steps to create data source, and in the mail merge we can do it. Now look at the next question. What happens if you select handout option while printing a presentation? Actually, in handout option now, on a single sheet, you can show multiple more than one slides. This is handout. Handout is a special view of presentation suitable to be printed when you are going to take printout of your presentation. Now, that time handout feature is used. Okay, and is distributed to audience. Each handout page contain 1 to 6 thumbnail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's up to you of the slide, so that audience can follow what is presented as well as use it as references. Okay. Now next is what? Name any two functions that you can perform by using control panel. Two functions, we can settle out the hardware and sound, right? Whatever the sound card or anything, networking feature. Programs means we can install the new software, we can uninstall the older one software. Expand SMTP. In this question, we have to give or answer the full form of SMTP. SMTP is what? Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. It is the protocol which is used to, right? Which is used to follow under this. Now here you can see that. Differentiate between the following: machine language and assembly language. List autofill and autofill features of MS Excel 2007, pie chart and donut chart, normal view and slide sorter view of a presentation. So machine language and assembly language is what? Basically, a machine language does not need a compiler to execute its commands. One need an assembler, commonly called a compiler, to execute the command of an assembly language properly. List autofill and autofill features of MS Excel 2007. So list autofill is what? Advances cell formatting automatically when a new item is added to the end of the list. Okay. Autofill is what? This features allows a cell range to be filled either with the same value or with a series of values. Autofill, I already told you, and I was showing you in the previous paper. Once you have done something in the first cell and you want to copy it into the another further cells now. So you can put your mouse pointer at the lower right corner and start dragging. When you will start drag more and more, that respective thing will going to be copied. So this allows cells to be quickly with sequential and repetitive data. Obviously, data will be repeat, data can be copied. So it will save your time for typing and as well as managing the data in the multiple cell, same data. So like numbers, chronological dates, and repetitive text. Autofill is an option that also can be used to copy functions. This feature are also used to change the text and the numbers. Now, next is what? Pie chart. Pie charts and donut chart. Pie chart in a situation where one must show the relative proportions and contribution to a whole. A pie chart is very useful. Pie chart is something like this. Okay, just like a slices of the pizza, na? It is looking like this. And donut chart is something like donuts. You have it. Okay, this is your donut chart. So pie chart in a situation where one must show the relative proportion and contribution to a whole, a pie chart is very useful. In case of pie chart, only one data series is used. Obviously, small number of data points adds more to the effective. And there is a one more thing. There is no negative data values we can mention under the table for pie chart. If there is a negative value inside somewhere in the table, so pie chart will convert into the what? Convert into the positive. The condition to draw a donut chart is that data must be in the form of rows and columns. As in the case of a pie chart, the donut chart illustrates the relationship of parts or to a whole, but it can get more than one data series. Okay. Now, next is what? Normal view and slide sorter view. Normal view is what? The normal view divides the screen into three sections. The main window where the current slide is displayed, the outline pen to the left, the notes pen at the bottom. This is where you will do most of your work. You can resize each pen, right, by clicking its border and dragging it to the size that you want it to be accessed. To access normal view, click on normal view button at the bottom left of the window or select view normal command on the menu bar. Okay. Slide sorter view. All the slides are open in the small size, right? Small image of each slide is displayed in the slide sorter view. And the benefit of a slide sorter view is what? If you want to change the sequence of your slides, you can do it. Slides can easily be ordered and sorted using this view. You can also use this view to add special effects such as transaction. This occur when each new slide appear. To access slide sorter view, click on the slide sorter view button at the bottom left of the window and select view slide sorter command in the menu bar. Okay. Now look at the question number 7. In this paper, pattern of the paper, the questions are more, 7 questions as you can see, right? So Siksha has created a report in MS Word. She wants to format the text in her report using only the keyboard. What will be all shortcut keys for performing the following? Making the text italic, redo the last text, format painter. Actually, these kind of operations, right, commands. So we have to give what? Shortcut command. You can see here, if you want to make text italic, you will use Control-I. If you want to perform redo of function, so this command we can apply Control-Y. For format painter, na, we are copying the right, copy paste what? Formatting. So Control plus Shift plus C is for copy and Control plus Shift plus V is for paste, the format. Pasting the text, Control V. This is as simple as. I think so. There is a last question, question number 8, which is a practical based. Okay. So what you will do, I am going to decrease the size of the page for better visibility. Okay, right. The set B we will do tomorrow. I'll check how much part is this. Okay. Now here you can see that. This is your question number 8, I guess. Now you can see here, Trish has created using following Excel sheets. This is the Excel sheet. In this now, basically under B column, there is a first row is blank, first column is blank. Table has been started from column B, second row. So this is the top heading column: item code, item name, price, discount, discount in rupees, title, price. These are item code, item name, price, discount. Okay. The formula to calculate discount in rupees for the item pen is written in the cell F3 as equals to E3 divide by 100 into D3. So write the formula steps to do the following task. To display the total price of pen as price minus discount in rupees in cell G3. Okay. So what will be it? What it will be happen? Okay. To display the total price of pen. So what it will be? We have to subtract this from price, then discount. So pen is this, right? Which column is this? D, D3. So this formula we will be applied D3 minus E3. Okay. D3 minus E3. This is what D3 minus E3. Okay. Now discount in rupees we have to, right. So discount in rupees is in F column. So we have to differentiate these two columns, D and F, not D and E. Now the next is what? To display the highest price of all items, right? So highest price of all item price are stored under G column, in which cell G3, G4, G5, G6. So you will give the sequence here, right? G3 to G6. Now there is a next column, steps to copy formula of cell G3 to cell G4 to G6, right? So select the cell G3 after formula done, right? G3. We will be typing the formula here, right? Put the mouse pointer at the lower right corner of the cell. The shape of the pointer is changed to the cross thick sign. Okay. Drag the pointer downward direction, G4 to G6. Okay. All the formula is copied here. Now in the last part, to display the sum of total price of all item in G8, right? So total price is this. Okay. We need to type this formula here. This is cell G8. This is row number 8, column G. So equals to sum G3 colon G6. Are you getting my point? So this is all about what? This is your, right? Set A, April 2019 month. Okay. Now